Hello, this is Dr. Dave Gaytros for COP 3014, and we're going to look at switch statements today. Switch is an alternative to if statements. They're very handy when creating menus. Assignment number 2, you'll use a switch statement to do the menus. So here's what we're going to do. We've got a little example of how switch statements work. In this particular case, we're going to use a character input and look at a person's grade. I'll make a note. The thing that goes inside the parentheses on the switch statement must be a discrete type. Should be either an integer character, Boolean, or size limited string. Don't use floating point numbers. What is the format of a switch statement? Well, we start off with switch, and we're going to assume that we've read in grade, and we know what it is. Grade is the character that we're going to read in. And I'm going to hit enter, switch, I'm going to put left parentheses, right brackets. And what's going to go in here are the decisions, the cases. So we're going to say case A, and we're going to say see out, great job, okay, endo, break. Now the reason I put a break in there is once we've found a match, we want to stop the switch statement. What this does is it forces it to go down and to continue processing after that right bracket right there. So it'll say in program. Let's go ahead and put in some more. Let's say case uppercase B, see out, still good, down, break, case C, colon, see out, well, you passed, break, case D, see out, not good, endo, break, and then case F, okay, see out, that's the worst. Break. And then the default. Okay. Got no valid input. Now you'll notice that right here we don't put the break statement. Don't have to since it's the last statement. So here's what happens. Let's say that I didn't put in the break statement right here. I left this one off. What's going to happen is if I input an A, then it's going to say, okay, great job. Let me spell that right. Great job. But it's going to continue looking down for a match. All right, and it's not going to find it. So you always put in the break. You always put in the break to stop it whenever you found a match. There are instances where you want to double up, but very seldom. So let's do this. Let's build it. I think let's save it first. Save it. And let's see, we get no green on the left hand side. Yep, all green. We're okay. Let's start without debugging. Okay. Alright, what I've done is I've gone through and corrected some syntax here. Let's build the solution again. Alright, let's see, missing up right here. Alright. And down. Now you'll notice that right here, let me go ahead and save this. Alright. Looks okay. Let's do a build. Alright, so here's what we want to do. What's going to happen is we're going to read in grade, and it's going to go down and it's going to find out which one it is. If there's no valid input, it's going to give that out. Let's go ahead and debug. Start without debugging, enter in a grade, we'll say A, good job. Let's just test it again, debug, start without debugging, we'll enter a C. Okay, that's good. And let's go ahead and let's enter something that we don't know about, like a G. No valid input. Now, we have a problem. And the problem is it'll recognize uppercase A, but let's run it with a lowercase a. Okay. Well, lowercase a says up, invalid, no valid input. Wow. How do we fix that? Well, case has an option. In other words, I can put two cases side by side. I can say case A, I can say case and lower a. All right. Now, if it gets either one of those two, and this is a great way of saying or, case A or case A lowercase, it'll say great job. And let's do the same thing with B and C and D. Make sure you put the colon right there, and F. All right. Let's do a build. Debug. And let me enter lowercase a. Ah, great job. Very good. Now, one thing before I let you go. You notice up here I put character, grade, and it's a character input. Okay. Let me go ahead and erase this, and let me just show you something very, very quick. Okay. CN grade. Now let's say that I changed it to an integer. Of course, I can't initialize it to a space. I have to initialize it to a number. There we go. And C out. Okay. In main void. So I input grade. Now switch grade. So whenever I do a case statement, what it's going to do is it's going to expect a number. Now I'll say case 1. Notice, or no, case 1. Now you'll notice that what I didn't do here was I didn't put in the quotes for that number. It's because it's an integer one. If I put quotes around it, it would be a character. Okay. Well, that's case statements. Take a look at this video and please write the sample programs. See if you can get it to work. Hope this helps you. Good luck.